What is up, everybody? It's Versus TV here today. So it seems we have a Sony fanboy who is pissed about the nominations. He is mad that the Xbox has more nominations than Sony does at this award show. Because while Xbox/Bethesda has 20 nominations, Sony only has 11 nominations. So I guess this has triggered some people. To the point that this guy says, the only nominations that should be considered as Xbox merit are the ones coming from Forza Horizon 5. Flight Simulator was not developed by a first party. Psychonauts 2 was crowdfunded before the acquisition. And Deathloop was basically finished before they bought ZeniMax. So he wants to discredit all their studios. Which I don't understand the Flight Simulator situation. That's maybe about Microsoft. I don't get what he's talking about there. As it says, I'm pretty sure it says Microsoft Studios on the box for Flight Simulator. This is Psychonauts 2, which was pretty much bought by Xbox. So I don't see, like, if a company buys another company, that company is now that new company. So, whatever. I don't get it. It's more damage control to try to negate Xbox's success by saying, hey, you can't really count these studios, even though Xbox owns these studios. So I just don't get it. Whatever. He says they had nothing to do with 3 out of the 4 nominated for the awards. Microsoft basically bought their way into the show. Let's keep it 100% here, okay? Flight Simulator isn't fully owned and published by Xbox, so it's their game, though. Flight Simulator is fully owned and published by Xbox, so it's their game through and through. It'd be like arguing Spider-Man PS4 wasn't a Sony game because at the time developers weren't owned by Sony. Insecure ponies are just the sweetest thing. Let's see. To be honest, PlayStation console exclusives have 23 nominations, 11 for first party, 3 for Kenna, and 9 for Deathloop. Come on now. Flight Simulator I would not count. I would count as published by Microsoft, but the other two, nah. And it begins the damage control. Yeah, a lot of damage control going on right now. For me, it's a fair game. You best believe Sony took notice. Competition is good. I'll let Xbox have this one. I really hope to see that Game Pass counter from Sony and double their first-party output. Flight Simulator was launched a year ago on PC. It should even be in this year's Game Award. LOL, shaking my head. Let's see. So begins the campaign for why Xbox doesn't deserve recognition. Yeah, they are definitely doing that right now. Here's the hotline for you, the Pegasus Pain Prevention Hotline. 1-800-IT-HURTS. Okay. Remember when they said Sony was buying awards? Apparently now that's okay. Those aren't even factors of why a game isn't on the Game of the Year list. Stop making us up. Psychonauts 2 deserves a spot, period. I don't agree that Flight Simulator should be there when Forza Horizon 5 isn't. Xbox didn't pay anything. They are robbing them of Forza Horizon 5 winning Game of the Year. Cope, go play your Series S. Let's see. Xbox still doubled Sony's number. Ouch. Xbox are desperate AF. They'll take anything and claim it's theirs. What is he talking about? Xbox literally bought these studios. So does that mean Sony don't own Insomniac then? Insomniac is not a Sony brand studio now? Like, what is he talking about? They are so mad. Jeez. You gotta cry? Ratchet & Clank shouldn't be up there, so Sony will have no game there at all. They lied to the player base and only possible with PS5 SSD. Be on PC next year. Something that will help you with this topic will be knowing the difference between a publisher and a developer. Stop crying, please. Thank you. OMG, you should tell that Jeff Keighley. It seems you're an expert. I'll give Xbox this one. Hell, give them Game of the Year. They haven't had us for 10 years. But I still BS the Xbox getting credit for something that they had nothing to do with. The developer should be receiving all the credit. Xbox should get none. Okay. I consider Flight Simulator as a Microsoft game, but the two are developed before Microsoft acquisition, like Doom Eternal and The Outer Worlds. For F's sake, is that all you people have to do all day is to bash Xbox? Go play your precious PlayStation then. But doesn't matter that those points still use Microsoft's money. I don't think this guy has a PlayStation, to be honest. I don't think he has a PS5. I think this is one of the fanboys that don't have a PS5 when they constantly big up the PS5 on a daily basis. I don't think he has one, to be honest. This is coming from a guy that still don't have a PS5. You shouldn't even be in this convo. This convo is about Xbox dork. I own an Xbox. Yeah, this guy don't got a PS5. When Sony fanboys ain't got nothing to play with, they do miserable stuff like this. Crying louder, Sony fanboy. Microsoft should get credit for Flight Simulator and Psychonauts 2. It's literally their IP, just like Death Stranding with Sony. Also, Psychonauts 2 did get funded from Microsoft beyond the crowdfund. Keep on being butthurt. Boo-hoo. One is a crowdfunding. The other is a Sony-funded game that Microsoft was unable to block. Both made prior to purchase. Neither made it to the final stage developed by Xbox Studios. Sorry, Xbox won't see a game of the year in his life. Okay. Why do you lie so much? Psychonauts 2, oops, Microsoft Flight Simulator is an Xbox Studios games, so you're saying The Last of Us 2 shouldn't have one because they have outside help? Keep that same energy. Deathloop was still funded by Microsoft. Okay. How does it feel to be this butthurt? You are like a Sony-only pony character. Keep fighting the good fight. This is an out and security speaking. Since as of next year, your criteria won't hold, and Microsoft will be having a bunch of studios working on the top tier exclusives. You went full stupid here. Are you okay? This guy always gets roasted in each one of these stories he puts up. Like, geez, this is full of S. Microsoft Flight Simulator has been a first-party game ever since I used to play it on PC back in the day. You are entitled to your opinion, but it's biased as F. Yeah. Returnal was basically finished by the time the studio got acquired by Sony, and Sony didn't get acquired until after Spider-Man PS4. See what I did there? You are a joke. Let's see. I think you really are an idiot. The list clearly says published, and you're talking about who developed. Okay. Jeez. Before you talk about Flight Simulator, Psychonauts 2, and Deathloop, let me run something by you. Have you played any of those games? If the answer is no, I need you to sit in the corner and hush your mouth. They're going in on this guy. Jeez. He always says some crazy stuff on Twitter, so rightfully so. Maybe this is just needed, because how do you try to disqualify these games from coming from Microsoft, but you want to disqualify the same games from Sony for the same things, pretty much? So I don't know, but I'm gonna include it right here. It's like, it just makes no sense. I mean, Xbox, you can at least give Xbox these other nominations. I mean, their biggest game that people thought was gonna be Game of the Year material isn't even nominated. So I mean, I don't see why he has a problem with these other games being nominated, but who knows? Definitely see your thoughts down below about this. Leave a like for this video. As always, thanks for watching, and peace.